Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Journeyman. Today we are going to look into the finances and try to figure out if we can save a dying club because this club is struggling. So let's go. All right, so the overall balance is shocking at the moment. We're negative 119,000 euros, and it's just gone downhill since the beginning of last season when we were positive before we got promoted. And then within this division, we just steadily declined. And it's because there's little to no revenue coming in at all for the club. Very little gate receipts, television revenue, merchandising, sponsorship. It's all quite low. The fundraising is the most positive thing that we've seen, and I can't even sell players because they're not really worth too much right now. So if you look at the squad value-wise, our most expensive player is 2.7 thousand euros, which is not very much money. And they're also our best players on the team. So I'm not sure what to do exactly. I've kind of thought about the friendlies. I've scheduled our most lucrative friendlies possible throughout the preseason. But I'm also like, we're only playing about once a week. Once you get further into the season here in June, we have some Wednesday games in the beginning of the season. But once you get into June, there's room for more friendlies here. So I'm thinking maybe we can get some more lucrative friendlies going on and see what we can do for the club going forward, because it's kind of tricky. There's not much I can do really other than sell the entire squad, and even that won't even save us. Right, we're negative 119,000 euros. We need some sort of fundraising or donation from the owner or something to help this club. But, yeah, that's where we're at right now, and it's tough when you're this low down. Wages-wise, we're still well within the wage budget. We're only spending 2.4 thousand per week. Our budget is 4.7. We have no transfer budget to spend. I did buy a couple players in the off-season, which I'll show you. But, yeah, we're managing the budget well. It's just we're getting no income at all coming in. All right, so transfer history. This is the current season. We just flipped over February 4th right now, just about to play our first preseason game. But we have two players coming into the club. One is Emil Efremovsky, Macedonian central midfielder, who's pretty decent with his passing and his technique and his first touch, which kind of got me sold on him, and he wasn't very much money at all. So we brought him in, and he's on 25 euros a week. And then we've got Alexander Durmaz, a Swedish 26-year-old left back, who is kind of a cover for our existing left backs. We can't really find anyone who's of superior quality than what we already have. So I did bring in just a little bit of depth in that position. Also, before the season switched over, we lost Mohamed Diallo. He went on loan to Sandvikens AIK, so he'll get some minutes this season. And we did make some signings after the end of the season. So we have loaned Holmertz. He's coming back for another year. No cost loan whatsoever for us. And he played well for us at the end of the season. So we're bringing him back, Ludwig Holmertz. We've got David Danielson, who's one of the better players in the squad. New right winger. 2.1 thousand is his value right now. He's on 160 euros a week, fits well within the wage budget, but he's one of the better wingers we have, so he is brought in. And Lucas Orn, 25-year-old, he's a right back but can play left back as well. Another good depth player for us, so he is coming into the lineup. And Jonathan Green, 22-year-old Swedish striker, so we have another striking option to cover for Stojic if we want him to play on the left-hand side. Stojic is starting to level off his level. He's not exceedingly better than everybody on the team, so we're starting to look at more options to fill that striker role for him. So maybe he can play more in his natural position. Stojic he's 4 stars right now. Could be a 5-star player, but I think he's a little bit better as a winger than a striker. He does bag goals for us, though, if he plays striker. So, versatile player, Stefan Stojic. Obviously our best player. Also, Tyler Cernling, on loan again. Had a great season last season. He's coming in again, 22-year-old. No cost loan for us. And we're still pretty lean on the staff side of things. The coaches here, we've got fitness coach, goalkeeping coach, a regular coach, head of youth development, assistant manager, myself. Not too many positions, but we do have everything filled for the most part. Our recruitment team, we've got director of football, chief scout, couple scouts there, and we've got medical team, just 2 people, head physio and a regular physio, just in the squad. Just renewals from last season mostly. But, we could trim it down a little bit, but it's more in the development center that we really don't need people. We've got 1 manager for the under-19s, and we've got in the reserve squad, who do we have here? Got a manager, and that's it. Just a manager in the reserves, a manager in the under-19s. Nothing else. So we're pretty lean and mean. We just can't generate any income, and I wish we were in a cup or something. So I'm going to try to schedule friendlies throughout the year. That's kind of my strategy. But we need cash big time. So might become dire at one point. Maybe we need to sell people. That could be an option too. Hopefully not. So let's go play a match. All right, so another thing to note, David McHale was kind of our backup goalkeeper last season. I'm going to try him maybe as the starter this year. Simon Rose and David McHale are very similar players. Simon Rose, 29-year-old. He is a team leader, though. David McHale, 24 years old. Similar, a little bit less on the skill-wise for David, but maybe if we give him a chance, he'll develop a little bit more. We could try it out in the preseason and see how it goes. Other than that, this is our starting lineup. So we got Jonathan Green up top of the Stefan Stojic on the left-hand side, David Danielson on the right with Dominic Kolarczyk, Adrian Hamidi, and Lucas Orn in the midfield with Ruben Linden, Sebastian Lutzik, Persson Lundgren, and Jesper Tamimi in defense with David McHale in goal. And the bench is full. So let's go. We're going up against Brahma Poikarna, who did get promoted last season, so they're a division above us now. But we can get some of that gate receipts in this match. We will pump team up, impress me, win a place, and play well, hopefully. It looks like a little bit of snow on the field here. It is February in Sweden, which I don't think is a particularly warm time of year in Sweden. And here we go. Ooh, a nice ball forward there from Lundgren. Green tried a shot. That was blocked, and it's out for a throw. So looking for a little bit of positivity in here. Maybe some balls over. I'm interested to see how Green performs as a striker, just to see if we can get balls into him and he can get shots off. And I'm also interested to see how Stojic plays on the left-hand side with Green as the striker. And Orn loses out there. Brahma Poikarna are countering against us, Kronval, and he finishes nicely there. That was a nice goal. But we're down 1-0 in a friendly. It's only our first friendly, so it's okay. And we're playing a better team than us at the moment. Nice pass from Magnuson into Kronval, but what's the defender doing stepping up there, leaving him all alone? And it's 1-0. A corner kick here. Kolarczyk on the corner, headed away by Cisse. Linden collects. Ludzik passes to nobody. Not sure what he was doing there. He's just clearing his lines, I guess. And Brahma Poikarna are countering. We get it back, though. Ooh, headed away by Rask. Linden. Oh, another nice ball forward to is Stojic, who hits it first time, and Pickernell with the save. And a corner kick for Stockholm here. So Kolarczyk on the corner, whips it in, collected by the keeper. Pickernell, safe hands. Cisse with a free kick for Brahma Poikarna into Faraj, who crosses it in, and it's another goal for Kronval. A nice pass from Faraj there. He just held it up. I thought he was going to shoot. Cisse with a nicely placed free kick into Faraj. Just sets it up perfectly for Kronval. And it's 2-0 for Brahma Poikarna. So, I mean, I don't think we expect a win in this game. But just to see how some of these players interact with one another. I haven't seen much from Ostojic and Green yet. Danielson's been pretty anonymous. Tamimi and Hamidi on the ball now. Person Lundgren's had a decent game, putting some good balls in. Well, Faraj is in space here again. Kanto, not closing down quick enough there in the midfield. Ooh, Faraj. And it's tipped wide, I think, from Mikhail, out for a corner kick. Mikhail, not sure. He's probably had the best performance out of the whole team in this game, but only a couple saves, I think. Right. I'm going to switch it back to a cautious approach here and see if we can just clog up the middle a bit. Oh, Kronval's through again, and that's his hat trick. Unbelievable. So definitely need to make some changes to our instructions here against these guys. I think just we need to drop the lines a little bit. And I think we're playing narrow already. Counter, let's counterattack and let's regroup. I think that should be enough. Where did this Kronval come from? He must have been a signing. I don't know, though. Maybe he was playing against us last season. I do not remember. And a pretty poor first half, I would say. Brahma Poikarna are firmly on top. And we might want to make some changes. Kolarczyk is struggling. Linden is struggling. The rest of the team is just mediocre. Let's see. I'm just going to try to yell at them a little bit. Let's win the second half. Let's look at the tactic. I think we're going to make a couple changes. Linden is coming off for Nordbeck, and Kolarczyk will come off for Efremovsky. Let's have a look at him, and we'll start the second half. Not much to write home about in this game. 62 minutes, a free kick there for Brahma, and that is just over the goal for a goal kick. But Ostojic is really starting to struggle. Green is not doing much. What should I do? I think Ostojic probably needs to come off for someone else. Holmertz is going to come on. And anyone else? Maybe Green can come off as well. We'll bring on Hesselheim in for Green, our defender striker, Pontus Hesselheim. He's like a 6'10" or something central defender who can also play center forward. He's like Peter Crouch, but can also play D. So, ooh, nice ball from Danielson. Oh, nobody there. Pickernell collecting, and that is cleared. Oh, missed header there. Bana picks it up. It's back to Tesfaye. Across to Genie back to Wallenberg. Ball forward to Bana with a nice touch. That's offside, though. And it's 3 still. Thank God. At least we're doing this for money. We're just going to get thumped by these teams who are better than us for hopefully some money. I mean, there are some people here. The stadium's still not full. That stand's completely empty. But at least we get some gate receipts, I hope. Hesselheim on the ball now. Hamidi with a nice pass. Danielson tried a shot from distance. Tamimi with the cross, and that's cleared by Sogard. And the game's almost over. Should I make some more subs just for the heck of it? Cernling can come on here. And Nordbeck's struggling, but he was a sub. We have a right back on the bench, Jadawi. So I think we'll rotate the team in the next game, and we'll just keep rotating until the season starts. But yeah, kind of a nice thumping to start off the preseason campaign. A good showing from Lidzig, though, apparently. Mikhail had a good first half, but not so good in the second. Or he was fairly anonymous, I would say. We didn't allow too many more shots, though, I think, which is good. And we did switch to a more cautious approach. So, yeah, to be expected. All right, so that was that. And we've got a bunch more friendlies to come up with against several teams around Sweden. We couldn't really... it's been so difficult even just to arrange friendlies with bigger teams. You look for some of the foreign teams that could potentially be profitable, but they give you no income and it costs thousands to even play them. So I couldn't even do that at all. So we're just picking teams that we make a bit of profit on, even if it's a couple €100 here and there. Everything counts at this point. So that's what I've been focusing on in the preseason. And looking at the job board, it is bare. So the season has flipped over from around the Christmas time period where a lot of people are out of work. Looks like all those managerial positions have been filled. So we're probably going to have to wait until June, July to see if there are any new job openings that we can apply for. Our reputation is still really low. I've been trying to do a development course, but I can't even do that because of the club's poor financial situation. So it's like I'm stuck at the moment. I'm looking for a new job actively just to get out of this. I need a better financial situation than this to continue on my Journeyman. So we might not be able to save Stockholm, but at least we'll try to put them in the best position we can before we leave. And I think I'll leave it there. So thank you again for watching. My name is John. Remember to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager content, and I will see you next time. Peace.